Well, the Weather Service is warning that the rest of the week will be much colder. Unfortunately for residents hit hard by Monday's Inanda cyclone, the situation is dire. Non-profit organisation FoodForward South Africa is calling on South Africans to send blankets, mattresses, water, toiletries, baby food and non-perishable groceries. So let's hear more about this. I'm now joined by FoodForward South Africa's Andy du Plessis this morning. Thank you so much, Andy, for your time. And I mean, we keep talking about housing, which is so important because those affected in Inanda are displaced. They need a place to stay. They need shelter and housing, but equally so, they need food and so many other essentials. I mean, how much are we looking at here in terms of the need for these affected residents out in Inanda, Andy?
Camilla, thank you very much for having us. Absolutely. So this is not our first stint in Inanda. 2 years ago with the KZN floods, FoodForward South Africa was operating over the past 6 months, supporting flood victims there that have been displaced, housed in over 35 community halls. So we're very familiar with the terrain. We understand what's happening. And at the 3 community halls that are housing people at Amoti and other places, what we are doing is providing food, shelter, and making sure that at least over the next few weeks, that there are cooked meals for the adults as well as the children, that their blankets, the living circumstances are not conducive for families, as we found with the floods 2 years ago. But we want to make sure and reassure the victims there that we are going to be supporting them every single day. We've made a call out, as you can see, to various role players, and many of our food donors have responded to the call. Of Tiger Brands, One Farm Share, Lactulus. So we are providing a cooking every single day to make sure those people are taken care of, as well as yogurts and fruit, etc., to make sure that we get food to those that need it. And also some of the families are housing other families that have been displaced, and we are making sure that we get food there. So the situation is precarious at the moment, but we're keeping an eye. We have staff on the ground making sure that at least the food provisions are there, that we get blankets and food to the affected residents.
Yeah, and also understand you do have a distribution, right, Andy? That's a distribution warehouse in Pinetown, KZN, where, of course, you're able to transport these supplies.
Absolutely. So our trucks are standing ready and people are starting to respond, for which we are grateful. But if you are able to, please drop off at our warehouse in Pinetown in KwaZulu-Natal, blankets, non-perishable groceries, baby foods, mattresses, water, so that we can make sure that at least and it's going to take a while because the infrastructure damage is huge, and these people are going to be living in difficult circumstances for a long time, as we saw 2 years ago in KZN. So we want to make sure that they are as comfortable as possible, and that they, that they can start to restore their livelihoods in Inanda.
Absolutely. You're not only making this call to corporates, right? I mean, it's also individuals, the greater good of South Africans that have shown that in times like these, we can stand together and help one another and give the help that we would appreciate should we have found ourselves in this situation. So you're saying not only corporates, but also anyone, any ordinary South African, anyone at all that can assist is welcome to do so.
Absolutely. Corporates, individuals, we're calling on government also to work with us. We are working with disaster management. We are working with Red Cross in the area. We're working with a whole lot of other individuals that are willing to support our work there. So if you're able to, and you have blankets and you've got mattresses that are in good condition and they are able to be used, please pop over to our warehouse in Pinetown in Durban, and we will make sure that our trucks get those provisions across those 3 community halls for the people that have been displaced, that are feeling anxious. We want to give them hope. We want to make sure that we are there to support them during this time of crisis, and that will be over the next few months as they start to rebuild their lives.
All right. Before I let you go, Andy, any number or contact details you can share with our viewers for those who may be far away from Pinetown in terms of delivering but want to still make an impact and be in touch with you? Is there a contact number or contact details that we can get a hold of?
Absolutely. So contact number is 021-531-5670. And if they're welcome to email us at info@ at foodforwardsa.org, and you can visit our website at foodforwardsa.org. You're welcome to make donations, financial donations there, and we will make sure that we get those provisions to the people that need it most.
Appreciate you speaking to me about this. Thank you so much, Andy. We also have, of course, the address of where you can drop off some of these supplies. 23 Glitz Road in Pinetown, this in KwaZulu-Natal. Make sure you go to the website foodforwardsouthafrica.org. I'm sure you get all the numbers there. You can get the email address there, the social media accounts there, as well as the bank details should you want to make a deposit if you're outside of KwaZulu-Natal, but you still want to reach out a helping hand and, of course, partner up with Food Forward South Africa. This is not only for, anyone or even corporates. It's corporates, it's government, it's other NGOs, it's individuals. Let's help out where we can. And thank you so much to you, Andy du Plessis, and your team for doing the best that you can to, of course, make sure this winter is warm for those out in Inanda. Andy du Plessis from Food Forward South Africa. Thank you so much for your time.